Okay, Kayleen, I'll show you a quick video on how we can create tasks and what kind of things you can do. So just be a quick, rough guesstimation, but the more you play with it, the better it's going to be. So obviously, you're going to log in as yourself on DB Primary. So that will be K Morgan up there and whatever your password is. Make sure that you're in Swanreach Primary School, because if you're not in Swanreach Primary School, you ain't getting in anywhere. So make sure you got that all correct. Click login. Okay, and then you will see exactly the same page as I have, because this is the admin page. Now, what you will see is instead of here, you will see your class straight away. So I'm just going to change. I'm not going to change it, but for example, your class will look like this. So got the art extension. Okay, so that is what you will see on your page. But for the sake of the learning, I'm going to keep it on mine so we can have Flynn as your guinea pig, I suppose. Claims change class going to be mine. Okay, now the very first thing that you need to do is you need to go down to here on these three things. It says class actions. You need to click on that, and you need to click create class task. Okay. Now you're going to give that a name. So you can say whatever you want, info. Okay, you call it whatever you like. Now you've got plenty of options to choose what type of task that you want. Now generally, I use the write a document. Sometimes I'll do paint a picture or upload a file, but generally I'll do write document. Okay, so it just depends on what you want the kids to do, whether you want them showing something because they can upload a picture on the write a document. Okay, so for example, go write document and then you'll click create. And then up here, obviously it will have your kids in the art extension. So you just click on whoever you want to have it. If you want them all, you just click select all. Now for the sake of this, I'm only going to give it to Flynn so you can see what happens in it. So I'm going to click on Flynn and I click add participants. Now this is what it'll look like. In here, you can set when you want it to start and when you want it to end. So for example, if I'm setting it for today on the 14th of the 4th, but I don't want it to start till Friday, well, I'll just change that date till Friday down here. And then the kids can't see it till Friday. So that's totally up to you. Okay, but at the moment, it'll just basically start straight away. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing is then you're going to add some instructions. What do you want the kids to do? Okay. Now, for example, I've going to create something that is sort of arty. So I've got the instructions of, can you please have a go at the weaving with leaves, and then upload an image. After watching Jackson Pollock, can you describe how you felt, and then upload an image that resembles his work. Okay. So whatever you want to do, you put your instructions there. Now, if you want to add some PDF documents or some Word documents, you'll click on Add Resources. Okay, so if you go to Add Resources, it'll take you to your desktop and documents, and you can just upload any file that you want in there. Okay, so if you want them to upload a file, if you've got a set criteria for a task that you want, you can just put that on there. But obviously, we're not going to do that. Then the other options here that you have, you can embed in media, which I'm going to show you how to do. flash, which is like a video, or you can add an image as well. Okay, but the main thing that I use it for is I'll embed some media in it, so the video goes straight to it when the kids see it, then they can watch it, and then they can do their task straight away. So how to do that is you already have to have your video ready on YouTube. Okay, so for example, I've got the video here that I'll have as paper plate weaving. Now, basically, how you need to do this is you need to click on share, and then you need to click on this embed. Now, then there's a thing here. Now you need to click copy. Now, for example, this video here, for the first 10 seconds, it's nothing but rubbish. So that's why it says here, and I've gone forward on when I was watching it. So technically, if I don't want them to watch the rubbish, I will click on start at 10 seconds. Otherwise, if you don't click on that, it just starts on the very start of the video. But I'm going to click on that because that way there's rubbish gone. And then I click copy because that copies this embedded paste. Okay. Then what I need to do is I need to go back to task management and I need to click on embed media. And this is where you paste your code. Okay, so I'm going to paste it, Control V, and that's it there. And then you click OK. Now you can't actually see it, but that video is now there ready to play. Okay, so that's your weaving video. Second video is Jackson Pollock. Okay, now I haven't watched the whole video, but once again, we go down here, we click share, we go to embed, and this time I've stopped watching it at 13 seconds, but the kids don't need to start, they can start watching it at the start, so you don't need to click on that. Once again, you click copy, then you go back to task management, go up to embed media again, Control V, and then click OK. So now you see that you've got one video there and two videos there. Now you can't actually see that. Okay, so that's the hard part about when you're creating it. You go, oh geez, have I got the right video? It's there. Okay, trust me. Now, just I suppose to show you how we can add resources. For example, if you had a criteria in a Word document that you wanted them to look at, we'll just do that and pretend this is the Word document that we wanted. They click on that, and that is, and you wait up here until it's adding resources and it's set it, and now it's all good. So basically, it should be there. If we go down, so we've got one video there, we've got two videos, and then we've got your Word document there that you wanted the kids to do. Okay. Now, if you wanted to upload an image, you just click on image, and then if you found one on the internet, you can click the link here, or if you go to browse my files, and you might already have it on your My Pictures or something like that. So then you can add the image. So for example, to show you how it works, I'm going to go browse my files, and I'm going to go say to pictures. I haven't got anything there because actually I deleted most of the pictures. Camera roll, what have I got? Okay, so pretend I wanted this picture there. I'll just double click on that. And that is hopefully uploading. There it is, it's uploaded, and we're going to click OK. Okay, so there's your picture there. Now, obviously, if you want to move it around, you can play with it. You know, you can move it around, but we'll just have it back where it, oops. Back where it was. I don't really put too many pictures on there. Oh, now obviously, so we don't want to chop out the words. You can do it there, but obviously, it's better if you do your photo first. But as you can see, I don't do the photos a hell of a lot. So we'll see if we can see if that goes down. If not, all right, we'll just so we'll go down, and I'll start there. Can you please? Okay, so problem fixed. All right, so you've learned how to upload an image. You've got your task instructions there. You've got your video. You've got your other video, and then you've got your document there that they needed. Okay. Now, this is another part of the tool that you can use. I don't use it a lot. Up here, you've got the assessment. Okay, so they can actually choose how they want to how you want to mark it and how they self-evaluate. So there's a self-evaluation. You can have traffic lights, or you can have some smiley faces, and you can ask them like give them a prompt, and you can mark it in number range, a grade range, traffic lights, or smileys. But as I said, I don't use that a lot. But if you would like to, that's more than welcome to do that. Sometimes I'll let the kids do a self-assessment. So I might just go self-assessment with a smiley, and then it could be let me know what you thought. And then that way there they'll give it a smiley face, whether it's a happy face, a medium face, or an unhappy face. Okay. But as I said, I don't use that a hell of a lot. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. All right, so now technically you've created the task. Okay. You've got all the stuff that you wanted on there. So you click on publish task. Now, when you are in your thing here, you click this button over here because this will get you to your tasks. Now, up here, this is the task we just created, info. Okay, so we have a look at it. And we can see that Flynn's on it and he hasn't started it yet. Okay, if he started it, we'll see other stuff there. So, for example, there's some other ones there that I've created. So so we've got some. So I've got some activities here. So I'll click on it. I'll click on that to see who's done it, and you can see how I've marked some. Some are finished. So when they're finished, I know I can view it, and then I can reset it or I can remove it. Okay, so that's a good thing there. So you've technically got the task there ready for Flynn to go, or your art extension, and there it is there. Now, what the kids will see, this is what I'll show you now. Okay, so you've created your task, looks all good and beautiful. So I'm going to log out as you, and I'm going to log in as Flynn, so you can see exactly what he sees. And I'm only using Flynn because I'm using him as a test dummy at the moment. So this is what Flynn will see. So he's got some tasks from Amana. He's got a drama activity there. He's got week 1 writing from me. He's got week 1 reading. He's got info. So this is a task that you set for him. Okay. So he will click on that. And this is what he sees. Okay. So he sees the picture that you uploaded. He sees your instructions. So and then he's got the videos that you had. And then he's got your link there. Now, if he wants to, he clicks on that and that downloads into his computer. Okay. And then he'll watch the video. So if he clicks on the play button, the video will start. Okay, so that is how the kids sort of see that. And then because you asked them to upload an image, what he would do is he would go to image like you did, and if he had the picture of his work in my files, he would sort of find it there, or he would go to upload from his computer, and he would find wherever the files are. Okay, so that's how they would do it. Obviously, if they had any writing to do, they would do their writing down below it. So where they go to the image, they would, if they had a writing task, they would just sit there and write. Okay. Now we're going to pretend that they've written and they've done your task. So, for example, we're going to browse these files. For example, he wanted to give you that. We're going to click OK. And you also wanted some words there. So what he did was say, Mrs. Morgan is awesome. Okay. Now, if that's exactly what the task asked for, when he goes back up here to click save, if he is 100% finished, it said, has it been saved? Is it ready to hand in? If it is 100% finished, he will click yes. If it is not finished, he'll click no, and then it will still be in his task to do later on. Okay. So, for example, if I click no, not ready to come in, if I'm on his home page, I have it down here. So he can go back into it at any time and sees exactly the same thing. And it's saved the work that he's done for you. So he's gone down there, he's put his picture on there for you, and then he's got his writing. Okay. So when he's gone back in there 2 or 3 times and he's finally finished his task, he will then click save. And you go, all right, is it ready to hand in? Yes, it is. So he clicks yes. So when he's clicked yes, that will go to you. And then because it's finished, because we've put the self-assessment on it, this is what he sees. Okay, so let me know what you, well, help if I spell it properly. So if he really liked the activity, if he went, yeah, it was okay, or no, I didn't like it at all. So he'll say, yep, I really liked it. And then he can put some comments in for you. Okay, and then he will click save. So now you see he hasn't got that info there at all. Okay, so that's what the kid sees. Now, we're going to go back to you, what you'll see once I've handed it in. So we're going to go back in as me. You're going to log back in as you, obviously. You're going to click on this button over here to get into your tasks. And here I've got my info report, and I can see by the blue thing that basically it's done. So you can tell how many people have done with the blue one. So if it's white, it means people haven't done it. If it's blue, people have done it. So I click on info and see how it says the status is finished. Okay, his comment was happy, and this was his comment. Now you can view it. And he's put it there. Now the thing is, if you're not happy with it, what I do is I click on edit document. And then what I do is I give them feedback up the top in red. So I'll go like that. And then I will write something like that. I will give them the feedback. Then I will highlight it in red so they know that's what they have to fix up. And then I'll go like that. Then I'll click save. So that's their feedback there. That's what they see. And that's it. And then you go back to your assessment. Now, if you go, yep, I'm not happy with that, and you've given him the feedback, you then click reset. Because when you click reset, that goes straight back to him. And then he has to do it again and then send it back to you. Whereas if you're happy with it, you go to view. And second time has come back and you go, oh, yeah, he's done much better. Then you can go there, great job, Flynn. You really thought about what you did, and I loved your picture. Okay, and that's the feedback there. And then you will click save and finish. So that way he cannot get back into that at all, and it's done for you as an assessment tool. So you click save and finish. And then what happens is when you go around to looking at possible reports and that, you go through these bits of work and you have a look at some of the comments that you made on it. Okay, so you go, oh, great job, Flynn, you really thought about what you did and I loved your picture. So you could talk about how the fact that when he did his info report, he actually really thought about it and it was really well detailed. Okay, so that's how I use it really well. In a nutshell, that's basically how you do it. So you've seen how to create it, you've seen what the kids see, and then you've seen how to give them feedback or how to mark them. So hopefully that'll help. If not, I'm pretty sure that you'll be right. Hopefully that does.